Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. So today I'm doing my own nails again. Obviously for the past couple of days you've saw me do client nails, but today I've got one of my own. So we're doing these 4 nails again for the 50th time. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my base layer, which as usual I am using sheer pink to do, which is this one from Gel Perfection. It's just literally, as it says on the tin, it's a sheer pink colour. And I'm not using it on these nails like for the colour as such. I'm pretty sure I've just dripped a big blob of it on my hand. Just remove that ASAP. But yeah, I'm not actually using this for the colour. It's basically just to put a base on top of this peel off base that I've got on for me to work on with the nail art. So just one coat I'm doing, nothing crazy. I'm just doing that on all 4 nails, and then I will pop them in the lamp. I'm just trying to make sure that I only put this colour exactly where I've put the peel off base coat. My index finger is still a little bit wet, so I'm going to leave that one for now, but I'll do it off camera as soon as it is dry. I'm just going to start off by doing the ones that are ready to be done, basically, because I've got a client coming very soon, so I need to sort of get going. So I'm going to pop this in the lamp for a full 60 seconds and then we can start with the design. I've got my colours on my palette here. So I've got Pink Margarita, which is of course the pink, and then I've got Blackout, which is the black on the left. So once this is cured, I will then come back and we can start the design. So first things first, I'm going to do my pink on the pinky. So we're going to be doing a sort of like side shape, like just this corner is going to be pink. So I'm just popping that across there, and then once I'm happy with the shape that I've created with that line, I can then just go in and fill it in. I'm really messy today. So I'm just filling in that gap. Obviously you can use the brush from the bottle, or you could use a bigger nail art brush to do this step, but I'm just using this brush because it's in my hand and it's easy. Still capping the free edge, and then that one is staying like that for now. Then my ring finger is going to be a line down the middle, which if you've been watching my channel for a while you'll probably know I'm not particularly good at symmetry, so you're just going to have to go with it and just pretend that it's central. I want this line quite thick because we're going to be putting something like on top of it in the middle as well, so we want to make sure that it's wide enough to accommodate that. And then just a little bit at the top. And that'll do for that one. It's about central, so that's quite good. And then the middle one, we're going to be having a corner pink again, but it's going to be a different corner this time. This design, by the way, is from Pinterest. I saw it earlier and I was like, you know what, I want to give that a go. It looks really pretty. I really like black with pink. To be honest, I like black with anything, because obviously anything stands out when you put it next to black, so it's very effective. But I do really like pink, like a bright pink with black. And then once I've done that, I'm going to do a line down as well that meets where that finishes. Not too thick, but not too thin. I want to be able to see it, but I don't want it to be quite as thick as that middle nail one. That's about it, really. I'm happy with that. I still need to just pop a coat of colour on this one, so I'm going to do that really quick and pop these in the lamp while that's on. So my index finger's now got a coat of that pink on, so I'm just going to do the pink on this one real quick. So this one's going to be basically the same as the pinky for the pink section, but the black's going to be slightly different just to mix it up a little bit. So I'm just going to do the same as I did on the pinky for this one. Just doing that one corner. I suppose you could switch it up and do the opposite corner, but I don't want to on this one because that corner's done on that one. So if I was going to switch it up and do one of each, I'd just make sure that it was the pinky that was the opposite way, or the middle one I'd have done like back to front sort of thing, so you don't have the same thing next to it. So that's that. I'm just going to make sure I'm happy with my line. There we go, much better. So that's that one. I'm just going to flash cure that really quick so I can move on to the next step. Now this is such an easy set, like literally all we've got to do now is just add a few black details and it's done once we've top coated. I am going to be doing this design matte. I can't remember whether the picture that I saw was matte or shiny, but I'm going to do it matte anyway, just because I always tend to do shiny on my channel, so I'm just going to do a matte set for once. So now it's just adding the detail of the black. So the index finger is just going to be a line, so I'm going to do it the opposite way around and paint away from me, just because I'm hoping it'll be a bit easier to do on camera. So I'm just loading my brush with the black, making sure that every bristle is covered, and then I'm going to go about here and create my line. I'm putting a bit of pressure on my brush because I want it a little bit thicker. And then once I'm happy with it, I can move on to the next nail. So that's that one. And then the, what's it called, middle finger, we're going to be outlining a little bit. So I'm just going to outline this line here and then that one down there on the other side. So we're just going to outline this one first. A little bit thicker than that, so I need a bit more product on my brush. And I'm going all the way to the free edge. Still want it a little bit thicker. I think that'll do. So that's that. See what they look like. And then I'm going to do this one down the side, on the other side this time. Obviously, depending how thick you want the line is how much pressure you'll put on your brush. If you don't want it very thick, like this line, just don't put a lot of pressure on and then it'll make it thinner. Whereas if you do want it a bit thicker like this one, you just push down a bit harder and it will give you a thicker line. So then the ring finger, we're going to be doing a line down the middle of the pink, or as close to the middle as I can get it, but we'll see. So I'm just going to start off about here and just go straight down the middle. Try and keep the thickness the same all the way down. And that's that one. And then the pinky nail is just going to be an outline of that corner. So I'm going to try and do it at this angle. It's definitely more difficult doing line work on yourself than somebody else. Well, I find it is anyway. Obviously everyone's different. And then once I'm happy with that, that's what they look like. Super, super easy. So I'm going to pop this in the lamp and then I'm going to take them out and matte top coat them and then I'll show you what they look like at the end. So here is the finished look. I absolutely love how these turned out. I think they look really effective in matte as well, but they did look really pretty shiny. I'm just going to pop some cuticle oil just around my cuticle area because they are so dry and it's just not a very good look. I'm going to try not to get I'm going to try and get as little cuticle oil on my actual matte nails as possible, just so I don't ruin the effect of the matte. Obviously I'm taking them off in a sec, but so here they are. I absolutely love how they turned out. I'm really glad that I stumbled upon this post on Pinterest. Let me know if you like them or not. I think they're really cute actually. I think obviously they look brilliant in any colour as well, which is really good, so it makes them very versatile. But yeah, let me know what you think. I'm going to peel them off now, so we'll see how well this goes. I did have rough, like my nails were rough underneath. I'd filed them a little bit because I'd caught them with my file and stuff while I was working over the past couple of days. So I decided to just give them a quick file. So I do think it's going to be a little bit harder to get it off today. But I did put 2 coats of the peel off base coat on instead of 1, just to sort of hopefully counteract the fact that they weren't prepped very well, sort of thing. And it seems to have done the job, so that's good. One is gone. I'll follow the edge, that's fine. So let's try again. This is definitely like such a bittersweet moment of these videos that I've been doing lately, the taking them off bit, because it's really satisfying to take them off. and it's really helpful for me to be able to like do a different design every day on my own nails instead of having to mess about with the display tip nails. But it also is really sad when I like the design and I have to take it off. But I think the satisfaction of it sort of outweighs it, so it's fine. Because look at that. Honestly, I could peel nails off all day long. My pinky is the only one out of all of them where I've like filed the whole nail before I did the design. Whereas typically if I was using a peel off base, I'd like top coat my nails and then buff it really slightly so it's still top coated, still sort of shiny, but the actual surface shine is gone. But I'd buff it instead of filing. But that came off really, really well. I'm quite happy with that. So we're back to square one again, ready for me to film another video when I get a chance. Like I said, I've got a client on the way now. She'll be here shortly, so I am just going to finish the video here. I'm going to go and set my room up because she's having her toes done, so I need to do something slightly different with my room to accommodate. And I'll see you back here whenever my next video is, which is probably going to be later today, but obviously you won't see it later today. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another one. Bye!